Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Ascended Tarot, and I'm Stacy. I'll be doing a weekly read today. So, first, I actually want some of the downloads that I got 2 days ago, I believe. And so it's more of like a love reading aspect of it. And it seems like at the moment, there was like the archetypes that came out were the stone, the kairos, which is the viewer, which is you, and the judge. So the stone is the other person's energy in this case. And basically it takes a long time for the stone to get the essence, to build essence, ideally, right? So how that incorporates with you, the viewer, the collective, is kairos, which is like no clock can guide you. So basically forget about the timing. If in this case, in love, something and wanting it now, like when is this gonna happen, like I've been waiting. It's basically saying, just go day by day, don't go by a clock. That's one. And the judge, it's basically when is having discernment about this, advocacy, taking the right action, having compassion. And when dark is punishing, unforgiving, wall building, critical as well. So what this is saying is basically, if you tap into the light aspect of it, is allowing yourself to forgive again and again and choosing love. Love is a deciding factor. All right. So that was one of the messages from the archetype. I was pulling cards on Friday night, actually. And I kept getting like, it was just like a love talk. It was just love in the air. You know what I mean? So I have no idea what's going on. And this could apply for a couple of people, like different aspects of it, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and, I have notes, right? So it's where do I start? So there was the Two of Cups, which it could be a divine union if it's individually. So your masculine and your feminine coming in together. And Eight of Pentacles, which is just keep working on your craft, keep working towards that goal that you're doing. And the Knight of Pentacles, which is like someone offering you an opportunity, something you can build up, something stable, like the foundation that you're trying to build on. And after that, the Hermit came out in the challenge position. So I'm not sure if some of you are having difficulty either really reflecting on what's going on, or maybe you're just overthinking too much, and then you're like having a challenge coming out of hermit mode, right? Like putting yourself out there in order to get the right exposure or the right opportunities and get yourself out there, right? Then let's hear me out on this. So King and the Queen of Swords. So now it's turning as a stable masculine and feminine union. It could be a relationship. It could be like like a love reading, right? Then the Nine of Pentacles came out in reverse because I used another deck, right? Then the Page of Swords, the Three of Cups was in a challenge position. So there's something going on. It's back and forth, a reunion that's like kind of wanting to happen for you, right? Like if you're manifesting love and you're manifesting like the love of your life, your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever it is. And and it's 444 right now on the clock, right? So something about this. Then we had the High Priestess in reverse, right? All of this is going together, right? So just hear it out. So the person is a masculine. Like when I put it together, it was basically saying, okay, so the person, let's just say it's a masculine. So you're the Empress, right? You're the feminine right now. And the reader's energy, the King of Swords, meaning you might be coming out of hermit mode, but you're also very, like, you're tapping into, like, you're healing your masculine side. So you're probably just going and getting your whatever you need to get done. You're sharp and like determined, right? And let's see. So there's something that's delaying the plans for your other person to come forward. That's what I'm getting. So there's indecision, and then there's also lack of discernment. So the other person might not be tapped into their intuition. If they have someone else on the other side, basically talking in their ear, they're going to be going back and forth. They're probably confused. And unfortunately, it's really not happening, right? Then I also had the Temperance, which is the balance between the, action and intuition. Action and intuition. The Queen of Pentacles in the challenge position, and the Wheel of Fortune. So it seems like someone else, it could be a third party, someone else is in the middle of this. If it's yourself, if this is like a singles reading, and if this is like, if it applies for the singles, the Queen of Pentacles is just like your stability. Like if you're having trouble being stable, building your foundation, then I feels like, because if you're not tempering, if you're not like balancing yourself, that's dependent on the Wheel of Fortune. So like it's very critical, or it's been very critical, like as of late, because it just kept coming up. And connecting it to the archetypes, which is a completely different deck, and it was a different day. No, it was the same day. It was the same day. It was what was it? Let's see. Where was the, hold on. Oh, the stone. So the other person is a stone, basically. They're slow. They need help catching up, but nobody's helping them catch up. And the Judge is the discernment. So it's gonna be difficult for this person almost to come out of that dark Judge aspect, right? But okay, so now let's move on to the songs. There was a lot of songs. They were all love songs. They were all telling a story, and they were all basically, it was just like an indecision. Let me share. So, and there was bilingual. Like I did the whole angel reading and angel music reading type of thing, and let's see. So yeah. So it's going from, it's like this other person is having like an ego battle. It's 100% having an ego battle, ego death. Like it doesn't know, like between the brain and the heart. I feel like that's where it's at. So, or it's like a stone that, he's having trouble. She, if it applies for she, but I'm just gonna keep it as he because of the energy from the reading, that he's having trouble almost like opening up that stone heart type shit. So there was 100 sleepless nights, Bloodstone by Eamon Tobin. That's instrumental. Si tú lo dejas. So this was just like a third party type of thing. Like it's saying like, if you leave him, I will leave her. So it's something going on there. Then also like another ego song. It was Can't Tell Me Nothing by Kanye West. There was another, I thought I saved them all, but there was more. There was Imagine by John Lennon. So, you know, Being the Dreamer, Call Me Back. So, okay, so basically what I got from all the songs, it was just like, it just kept going. I just kept like, I kept letting them play. And it went from, I want to be with you, I'm imagining myself with you, to, I can't, you know, like we can't be together, or I can't think about you, I'm going to forget about you. Oh, that was one of them too. It was like, Te prometo, which is like, I promise you, I'll forget about you, right? And then I also pulled up, so that's also, you know, the back and forthness going on. I also pulled out some charms, and we had FMM radio. So, you know, I was like, okay, the radio. There was a lock. So yeah, the like lock. Mom. So I felt like it was just like this person probably has a mother wound. There was an upside down heart, a spider, a little girl, and they were all diagonally, almost like a tic-tac-toe type of thing. And it was like the little girl, the upside down heart, and then the spider. Then there was like a little charm. So yeah. What else? So this person is probably stubborn. Let's see. And then I had a bunch of letters that I felt like they were initials of names. So you do as you want with the information. But we had M, B, G, Z, Y, B, X, B, X something. Oh, I don't know. J, P, J, H. And this was also on Friday. All right, let's see. What other notes did I take? Whew. Okay. So, all right, so putting it all together, it's almost like the other person, the energy, it seems like they feel like they're having unrealistic dreams, or being greedy, or they can't be satisfied. They could be in a rut. Their superficial energies abuse. It creates controversy. There's like something that's going on that if going forward, it might create controversy, right? So because there's a failure to end the cycle, the person falls in sickness, or it becomes weak, right? So that's like the stubborn energy, the rock, the stone, I mean, right? So let's see. The challenges were seeing it's almost like seeing other person happy triggers this person, right? So it's almost like, instead of being inspired by that and wanting to become it, it's causing self-harm. It wants material comfort, self-control. So if this is a type of twin flame reading, which I'm not completely sure about, but I've learned a little bit about it. It's basically calling this person to build the confidence, stay consistent as the Empress, like you're the Empress, you're the collective. And it's like the confront any situation or conflict that comes up. Just face it, right? And be at peace and harmony and improve. That's what it kind of like would lead to. So the energies around, it just involves someone that's like, I guess there's a competition going on that it keeps like pushing and pulling, like tugging on the energies and delaying, I guess, the tower, because the tower came up in a challenge position as well. So it's almost like it hasn't fallen yet for some of you, or for others, it's almost like it wanted to put the pieces back together, like, if it fell already. So, oh, there's more. Oh, and then there was also like the Two of Pentacles, which it was almost like having too much to, what is this? Oh, balancing too much. So it's having too much to do, that you can't like even focus on your own self-healing journey. So just like being distracted, or just like focusing on money, and then just like in a day-to-day routine, right? It's just like you're in a loop. You're an autopilot, basically. But as the Empress, like for you, the reader, keep supporting the creativity. There'll be good news after the tower, either your tower or someone else's tower. And what does this say? And for some of you, there hasn't been a decision made yet. Let me see if there are any other notes from that night. Yeah, there's another, listening to their intuition. So it's just a call to, hone in the intuition. All right, so that's one. So picking up, I guess, for this week's read, we'll do the self, we'll do the love, and then we'll do career as well. Let's clear out the energy. Take a deep breath. All right. I hope everyone's been feeling amazing. Comment below where you're tuning in from. And let's see. If you have any questions, feel free. Pop them in. I'll answer them next week or something like that, right? I'm actually going to pull out. I'll pull out a rune later. All right, so let's start with the self. Whew. You ready? So this is a collective reading. What energy does the collective need to embody this week? Or the viewer, right? Whoever comes across this. Judgment. So rebirth, growing, a new direction, transitioning from the old to the new, from having a promotion. Also, if this is like towards the career aspect of it, because everything intertwines together. So there's going to be important changes, important decisions as well. Waking up, growing. So there's growth happening. We also have Three of Pentacles, which is early stages of something related to money. So for, I guess, development. So if this is like for the self, you're just focused on money. You're focused on your foundation, as you should. Let's confirm this. We got the Hierophant, which is legal matters, contracts. Can you confirm Judgment? We got Queen of Cups, the Magician, and the Queen of Swords. So yeah, you're like in this radiant manifesting type of energy, if you will. Let's see what the blockages or fears need the attention to be released. Need our attention to be released. All right, so we have Queen of Wands and Eight of Pentacles. So I guess feeling like you need to control everything. Yeah. Lack of organization. Let go of short-sighted mind, right? Short-sightedness, betrayals of the past. So like if in the past, like you haven't had a good experience, either at work, love, or just anything with friendships or anything like that, it carries over. So a lot of you are probably coming out of that, or there's still like lingering things that need to be cleaned up a little bit. And irritability. So maybe cleaning up your energy a lot more, that would help you stay grounded as well. And impatience. So if you're working on something and you're not seeing results, it's just, that's something that you probably need to let go of or release, is the self-criticism that comes with it, or taking shortcuts, right? If you're trying to take shortcuts. So focus to bring those upward. It's almost like the opposite. Just focus on the self-improvement. What have you done that has worked out? Celebrate the small wins. Dedicate yourself to something and just keep working towards it. Just have the be daring and confident. Embody that energy of the Queen of Wands, and as well as the Magician, the Queen of Cups. Like, so it's like 100%. You're the Empress. You're the four queens, and it's asking you to balance all of those things, right? To grow, to awaken all of those qualities. So let's put, what action nourishes your higher self right now? Oops. Let's see. All right. Knight of Wands is just movement right now is going to be your best friend. Energy. Loving the fun. So finding ways to have fun. Getting excited. Sports. Again, your confidence. So work on the solar plexus. Work with Tiger's Eye. Optimism. High energy. Just keep the energy high. We have the Fool and we have the Strength as well. So it's like having that innocence to play. That's going to help you. That's going to help you move forward, and steady as well. So just stay gentle. High status, self-discipline, protection, energy. Yeah, work with the yellow. The yellows. That's going to help you. And the Page of Pentacles, another yellow, right? It's saying open-minded, but also realistic goals. Stay persistent, responsible, determined. So this is actually, this is like, this feels like a lot of, it like carries over to the career aspect of it, in my opinion. It just feels like a career. It's like the Page of Pentacles. It's almost like there's a sense of determination, but it's like you're beginning at something. You're doing something for the first time, and it feels like that energy is carrying over, and that energy is going to help you. You know, having that sense of like when you bring yourself back to high school or college, and, you know, and you're having to do internships and like learning something, like being the student. That's going to help you a lot too. And we also had the Seven of Swords, which be able to take constructive criticism. So that will help, that, and then something will pay off for you. All right, let's see. Can we confirm this? Oh. And so yeah, some surrendering would help. Surrendering and having fun, surrendering and, you know, letting go, letting loose. That's gonna nourish your highest self right now. Anything else for self with actions. Get out of that overthinking state. We got the Two of Swords, we got strength, so strength again, and then we got the Three of Wands. So there's overthinking and planning. Overthinking and planning. So it's almost like plan but act. Or now that you know, or like feel. You know how to feel like that with the hand. It's almost like letting go and letting be. And if we carry over the what I was just saying about the archetype, and is no clock for you. Like right timing doesn't have a clock. As long as you just keep going, continue forward, it feels like it'll whatever is meant for you will be meant for you. Will happen when you're ready. We have the Hermit at the bottom, and there might be obviously some conflict, difficulties that you know, energies around, but don't let that stop you. All right, so let's see. In the matters of, should we do career or love? Let's do career, since it's literally a career. It's just yelling. So let's see. In career, what opportunities are coming this week? This is a collective reading. I'm part of the collective. Let's go. So there's going to be a victory and accomplishment in something. Six of Wands. We got the King of Swords. So truth, you're decisive, being innovative. Let's see what else. So it feels like it's like a balance between the mental, like thinking, coming up with ideas, and then acting on it. Deciding quickly, having confidence, success, like solving problems. Like it's like that's all doing and moving, which is really great. It's also yeah, like the masculine, like you're steady, you're in control. That's great. In career, it feels like you're taking control. The strength came out as well. That's great. So let's see what mindset or habit will support the growth. And we had Eight of Swords. So if you stop interfering, releasing, I think last week's read, it was like talking about releasing and letting go. So get out of the cage, overcoming the fears. That mindset is what's going to help you support the growth, right? If every time that a problem arises, what's a way that you can nullify or solve that problem? So just think freedom, 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 right? Okay. So you're recovering the worst about, like, you're optimistic about whatever is coming your way, which is great. Having that mindset will help you grow. All right, so what should we release or focus less on in our work or abundance? So you should release over planning. We got the Two of Wands. Not taking the initiative, delaying the actions, thinking that you're going in the wrong direction, or basically, you know, having disagreements. If there's any disagreements, just let go of them. Pride, negotiation, wrong values. So yeah, just a lot of overthinking, that could help all of us change, release the focus on that. Let's see. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Pentacles. That's really great. There's energy again. So you might be feeling like some conflict, push and pull. Like there might be like a little chaos going around, but you're not aware of it at the same time. Like it's not touching you. And if it is, you're kind of like ignoring it because you're embodying the Empress energy. You're embodying the Four Queens. You're focusing on your like building the Pentacles aspect of it. Like you're not paying attention about, like you're not really paying mind to it, right? So let's see. What should be released? The Devil, attachments. Attachments should be released. Or focus less. What else should the collective focus less on this week? In the terms of career, right? So in the terms of career, for the Devil card, it would be, yeah, like attachments. Like if you're thinking something's gonna go a certain way and it doesn't, and then that would kind of bum you down, or you know, take away that inspiration per se to move forward. Like you're releasing that. The King of Cups came in too, which that's like being like if you're overly emotional, like you're just, focus less, like ground yourself, control yourself in a way. Like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Let's do love. Alrighty. All right. So in love, what energy is present in love for this week? This one came up immediately, and it's actually in the challenge position, the Magician. So action, creativity, and success. But this is in love. So it's almost like if you're focusing on creativity and in creating, okay, or it could be like the sacral chakra as well, right? Even though this one is like what, the throat chakra, air, and Mercury, yeah, it's air. So it's communication. So this interesting. So there could be action, creativity. So there's going to be like more creative energy flowing, an opportunity. You're adapting to the changes. So, but in love, how does this apply to love? Let's ask for more. So I guess anything could happen, right? It depends up to like what you want to create. It feels like, because it came in the challenge position, so it could be either or. Remember that always. Yeah, so we have the Five of Swords. So there might be the end of a conflict, or there might be sabotage. The choice is yours. We have free will. Drama, conflict, loss. Who is this about? Let me pull out the other deck. Excuse me, clarify, please. This makes me laugh. I'm sorry. It's not funny. Cooperation, acceptance, listening, teamwork with win. Bell, a call, a warn, wake up signal. So some of you might have someone come back and communicate, right? Promise, oath, contract, emotional bond. And yield, surrender, acceptance. So there might be some acceptance that, okay, I'm getting it. Acceptance of like, I guess the past, right? Your loving past in relationships, friendships. You might surrender. The Hangman came up earlier too. Everything kind of goes together, right? So because you're focusing on the new, you're almost like you're naturally letting go of whatever needs to be let go of. And so it's almost like the end of a contract, the end of conflict, pushed away from sin. So there's something being put to an end, an emotional bond. So the devil card as well for career intertwining with this is the attachment. Something that there was a promise in, you're letting go of it. You're like just accepting what is, right? You're thinking more independent in this magician energy. Let's see with this one. Wait, but first let's confirm this too. Can you confirm the magician? Anything more about the magician? Oh, that's a lot. Can you please confirm about the magician? What energy is present this week for the collective? We got the 10 of Pentacles. So there's got to be success. I guess there'll be success, you know. We got the 8 of Cups. Oh, or a loss. Okay, so it's either or. So it'll be success, financial success, or success in a stable way. But then emotionally, it's a loss too. So it's almost like, yeah, like you're letting go of something that was like painful. Like you're not caring for it as much. We have the 6 of Cups. So there could be a reunion as well. So, okay, so this might be different for a lot of us, right? And then there's 6 of Wands. So success as well. And then the Emperor. Ooh, okay. Okay, so someone who possibly left you in this like 8 of Cups. Like, you know, sometimes you have to like let go, right? Emotional. Might be coming in and apologizing. You know, this steady energy. So it might be success for someone there. That's like the energy. That's like it's in the air, right? At the bottom we have an apology. So that also goes with what we saw earlier. Oh, the end of conflict, right? 5 of Swords. So it might be the end of something. There might be an apology, forgiveness. Someone might be returning for that and saying sorry. It's almost like this, you know. So because you were loyal, right? So this person knows you didn't deserve whatever happened to you. And then I'm feeling the other, what was it? There was something else. Or some of you might be just forgiving yourself and tapping into this Emperor energy and therefore having success in whatever you're accomplishing, because, you know, it's hard to let go of that loss, you know, that emotional loss energy, but finding ways to have fun, like the other cards were saying, to keep the fun going. And I feel like that's what's going to help you move forward, if this is that, you know, if that's applies for you. All right, so let's see. Tell me more about this. Nourish, self-growth, self-focus, and soul finding. So that's what's the energy for this week. You're letting go and you're just focusing on growth. Anything else? You're surrendering. You're surrendering the despair. You're no longer falling apart. Let's see, did anything else flip? No. Okay. You're no longer feeling hopeless. You're letting go of that energy, right? And that's like, in a way, an attachment. We got loyalty again. So the dog energy, like trust and reliable, believing. So you might be trusting in yourself again, or someone. You might be trusting, someone might be coming in, or you have someone already that you could be trusting, be more trusting with, and having that loyalty, reliability being built, right? So let's see. Well, I just like stating that one. What should be released or let go of? Let me put all of these away. Just in chance we have repeats, right? We have 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, you're thinking big, you're thinking expansion. 7 of Swords. An apology. That's the one I saw. So yeah, an apology. Okay. Let's see. What should be released of? Let go of. I guess being impatient, waiting for a result, patience, perseverance, disturbance, collapse of a project. So whatever you start, just finish it. Don't make bad investments. Or if you made a bad investment, just like keep going. Not getting paid for completed work. Early termination of efforts. Something is missing. So yeah, so that energy, if you feel like nothing's good enough, or yeah. So how to turn this over to the reverse is like reflect on your achievements, be like celebrate your wins, have fun. And if you focus, like let's say realistically, I didn't even know it was 41. I've been 41 minutes doing this live, right? But if you're just in the present, you're not thinking of waiting for results, either in the career, in the love, or like seeing your growth. Like if you're a sitting duck, like you're not going to see the changes. You kind of have to see it from a different perspective. So be adventurous, go outside, and try different things. That's going to help you heal, and that's going to help you also bring in those different opportunities and career advancements that you're looking for. And you might meet someone, if you're single, like you might meet someone as well in the process. So let's see what action. Oh, hold on. Let's ask for more. What else? What else should be released or let go of? Yep. Yeah. Cheating, taking shortcuts, self-criticism, fraud. If you're making easy mode, I doubt it. But let's say if you're working with someone that does that, then it feels like, okay, maybe that it's time to let go of that and not associate yourself with that. Let's see. Can you confirm? So we have, what is this? The 10 of Cups. So letting go of the idea that you don't have what it takes. You can't be happy. Like letting go of those thoughts. Like letting go of the visualization, like of the imagination of what it's supposed to look like, or how it was supposed to look like, or unfold, because I guess part of that is also a control aspect of it, and we saw that come up earlier in the self. It's just like, or the career. Honestly, I'm gonna have to watch this back, but letting go of the control, having to control every single thing, that would help. Also in your love life, we have the 4 of Cups, which is like if you're never satisfied, you might miss an opportunity for your chance at your 10 of Cups as well. Yeah. So let go of that overthinking. Let go of the overthinking. Yeah. Because you're the star. Let's see. What else? What else should be let go of? Release in the love. Oh, there's a lot. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed, boundaries. no, drawing the line, enough. Ooh, getting distracted. Cloudy judgment, illusions, unbalanced, distorted realities, influences, attachments, third parties. So this is all coming together with the devil card, the attachments, peers, resistance. If you're suppressing your dreams, your love, your intuition, all of those things lead you to making better decisions, to going towards your dreams, to going towards a person, to, bluff, pretending, the mask, exaggeration. So exhaustion, depletion, and lust. Wow. So all of this should be like let go of and released. Look at this. I'm not surprised, but for whom it applies, because we're all on a different journey, timeline. And if this doesn't apply to you, this might apply to someone, like the energies around you. Hold on, I'm trying to put them all together. Anyway, it's just so many, you can't even fit them. 9 cards came up for this. All right. Second chance, reconciliation, that could be happening, making amends or an opportunity. And nourish, self-growth again. Okay, soul finding. So yeah, that's what we're focusing on. You're giving yourself a second chance. If you're not even thinking about like a partner or anything like that, like you're having the strength to give yourself a second chance at something that you wanted, and you're just going out there and getting it. And how is that happening? By nourishing yourself. Self-love. All right, so let's do what action or attitude would align the viewer with love. Either self-love too, like self-love, romantic love. Okay, what action or attitude would align the viewer with love? These wanted to come up. Ooh, yes. I won't take them out, but it's like getting yourself out of stress and pressure. Like carrying so many burdens. And the High Priestess. Listening to your intuition. All right, so communication. What action or attitude? So fast movement, news, acceleration. So accelerate the journey. Stop the delays. Get quickly. If you think about something, go do it. Don't delay yourself. The 2 of Cups is just like cooperation. So cooperate with yourself. If this is for the singles, cooperate with yourself. Like be like, how can you help yourself have an easier day at work, or for yourself at home for tomorrow? And the hostility. Reconcile with yourself, basically, or reconcile with someone. That's what's the attitude. Like if you're open about it. And we had the Hangman, which is like accepting and just like letting go, just letting go and letting be. And then we have the Ace of Cups. This is what's gonna align you. Just moving forward and continuing your journey, being leaving no room for disharmony or confusion. Like not like the confusion comes from overthinking. So like if you just stop overthinking, just like do more, think less, basically, but in a good way. Towards the things that you want, creatively, passion, like your passion, the wants, like, and also like basically like, oh, this is me, or a download. It's like what you would transmute the emotional into the creative, into something tangible. And you'll be having like new emotional outbreaks. Yeah, happiness will come. Is that me? That's me. I'm sorry. That's confirmation. All right, so let's confirm. What action or attitude will align the viewer with love? Let me see this one again. Yeah, so not like taking the cup, like take the opportunities that come up. An opportunity to have fun, an opportunity to do something new. It's like, take it. It came up again. It literally flew out. So we're taking it. King of Cups. So this emotional outbreaks, balancing your emotions as well. At the bottom, we have the Devil. So the ending of attachments, that's what's going to help you. Ooh, ooh. Or like recognizing the patterns, right? So if you recognize the patterns, they won't be able to control you. If you call yourself out on it, or if someone calls you out on it, that we had the taking constructive criticism before. So if you allow that, then you might grow from it. Like, not everyone is trying to attack you, you know what I mean? But hey, hold up, something came up. The Knight of Pentacles again. What is happening? The Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Tower, and the end of like if this is reverse, right? Because I don't do reverses like in the thing, like they're all straight. But for the sake of the message, the actions that would align is being open, ending conflict, and letting what needs to fall down just fall the fuck down, right? That's crazy. Let's do in what actions or attitude would align the viewer with love. Let's see what comes up. Oh, this one might be reversed. Oh, just kidding. All right. Oh, pain. Not being afraid. Not being overly cautious about what you do. Opening your heart, being vulnerable, receptive, being open to receive. That's funny because I did another reading on my Snapchat, and that was the message. It was being open to receive. Get into that receptive mode. Get into that Empress mode where you receive, and that way, you know, you can open your heart and it'll come in naturally. Like you'll magnetize it towards you. And conflict. So setting aside the differences. Setting aside any differences for anybody. Really, like stop being so defensive. Basically, put down your wall. Got broken at the bottom. So don't think of yourself as broken. Yeah, just stay balanced. The Tower, right? And the illusions. Let the tower fall. Let those illusions fall down. We have chemistry, attraction, spark. So there might be something great happening. You might have, like, even if it's creatively, if it's, because it could be a passion too, you know, or it could be with someone else. Confessions, unveiling, coming clean, messages. Yeah. So there's balance coming. Okay, let's pull one more with the answer oracle. Ooh, we got a couple more, thankfully. So trust in yourself, trust in the intuition, and ask for support, ask the angels for support, ask your ancestors. Like, you have luck, and respect, and abundance on your side as well. But not only that, there's peace, and there's just like an anniversary to something, like celebrate something. Isn't this great? There's a holiday. I don't know. Like, what's good with this? There's order. Just stay serene. That's how you stay balanced. Fire. Oh, okay. This came up too. Okay, so the message that I had for this that I didn't share last time. Oh, this was last week's, right? There are ways that you can basically let go, right? Having trouble letting go for whoever it applies. You can make a ceremony. Oh, yeah, important day, holiday, right? So if you work with the moon, that might be like a really cool way. Or you might just make your own. Doesn't really matter. Gather whatever. Write a paper and burn it. Write whatever you want to let go. And what I'm doing is I'm gathering like old love letters, old birthday letters, and just things like that like is just taking up space at this point. But it's like old energy. It's like it has, because I've saved everything since I was just like young. So it feels like if I burn that, it would just like release so much energetically, and that could help you as well, like working with fire, either lighting up a candle and just like kind of sitting there and observing the fire. That might help you as well, because that's the passion. That's like the the creative force, right? All right, so that was the overall reading. Everything kind of like checks out. Yeah, have the courage to make those changes that need to be made. Don't ask for permission. Don't ask your friend. Don't ask your mother. Don't ask, like, just do what you gotta do. You know best. And the open heart. Your heart open. Keep that innocence. Like the Fool card is like you're open to experiences. You're open to the world, possibilities, right? So we have the Eye of Horus. Awakening divine perception. I'll just keep it up. Let's see. 58. And today's the 13th as well, so it might be significant. All right, so it says awakening divine perception. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. The Oracle of the Eye of Horus is a stamp of divine encouragement, approval, and protection. I'll hold it up. All right. Can you see it? Yeah. If you have been wondering about your divine path, about whether you have genuine gifts of healing and insight to share, about whether your inner perception is actually true insight, and whether you will be protected spiritually in certain matters or situation, then this oracle is confirmation for you. You also have guidance here that your inner sight is expanding yet again, taking a turn on a higher twist of the spiral of perception. These are the gifts of higher clairvoyance, pure knowing, divination, and divine communion, and they all flow in truth from the fountain of the heart. You can expect these gifts to grow and as a result to see with even more detachment. There goes again, detachment, accuracy, and clear knowing. It is important that you trust this inner sight and come from your heart. This will ensure that your sight is accurate and helpful. Inner sight will never judge or harm another, but it will certainly help you discern the underlying truth of situations and relationships so that you can make wise decisions. You can make wise decisions. This oracle is confirmation that you have spiritual gifts of healing and perception that can serve your own life path and that of others when you use them from love. Trust that Horus will protect you as you move forward on your path and that opportunities will come at the perfect time. So that's 100% like the other one. It's like, stop waiting, getting impatient. Like, just keep going and it'll come when it comes. The divine sun will shine on you, gifting you with your time in the sun. So have faith, beloved. This oracle is confirmation that the divine is looking out for you and will guide and protect you through your intuition. Your inner voice will tell you everything you need to know in a timely manner. Finally, this oracle is also an indicator of a triumph over darker energies and emotions. Whether you have been struggling with psychological darkness, unfulfilling habits, patterns of subversive or undermining behaviors with yourself, or from toxic relationship patterns with others, or with organizations or groups, you will triumph, and the sun, the truth, the light. Pray for protection, clear insight, and trust your inner guidance. You will triumph in light over any darkness. Your success and growth are assured. That's beautiful. I hope you like that. Take a deep breath with me once again. And I will close this reading for this week. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.